Yep. And so it was, it's a state that I think Democrats definitely were reaching for. There was a lot of work to try to turn out the college campuses, which were really thick and really packed, and try to turn out the suburbs. And I think there was a lot of hope because of just the insanity, can we say fairly, of the person who's running for governor in that state, and the thought that, defeating him would also carry Harris in. But in the end, if they didn't make their numbers and essentially exceed the numbers that Joe Biden had in the suburbs, and I think we have to be blunt about why. Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks.
Yep.
But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more party line or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender, there's really not much more that you can do but tell people what the risks are and leave it to them to do the right thing.
I'm pretty sure everyone remembers that clip. When Donald Trump got reelected, Joy Reid went on one of her racist rants, blaming white women for Kamala Harris getting crushed in the presidential election. Joy Reid has always been and always will be a race hustler. We all know she despises Donald Trump, and that's fine. That's her prerogative. But every single night she was on the air, all she did was push racial divide. She does not like white people, but she insists on calling all of us white supremacists. This is one of the main reasons, I'd have to guess, that MSNBC decided to cancel her 7 o'clock slot on their network. They had zero viewership. Their ratings dropped daily. And especially since Trump got reelected, their ratings went in the toilet. No one wants to listen to Joy Reid anymore. Quite frankly, I don't know how Rachel Maddow still has a spot on that network. She is the same person, only her skin is a different color. They despise the president, and they despise any person, mainly Joy Reid and white people, that voted for Donald Trump because we wanted change. We were tired of the good old boy Democrat network that was destroying this country. Joy Reid knew all along that Kamala Harris wasn't the white candidate, but she was a black woman. So, of course, Joy Reid had to jump on board that failure of a campaign. And now, here we sit. Joy Reid is out of a job. And quite frankly, I couldn't be happier. Just to listen to her hatred for one person and listen to her hatred for an entire race is disgusting. And she should never be allowed on the air ever again. She's one of the biggest problems we see today in mainstream liberal media. Similar to The View, Whoopi Goldberg, Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar. All they do is push hatred for a certain race. Sunny Hostin and Joy Reid are the same person, okay? They hate Donald Trump, they hate that he got reelected, and they hate that white women voted for him to be our president again. They don't understand the fact that this country was tired. We were disgusted. We were fed up with the bullshit politics of the Biden-Harris administration. They did nothing for the American people, but they did do something for specific groups, specifically the LGBTQ. That's all they pushed. That's all they praised. And they promised them more rights than anyone else, when in reality, we all have the same rights under the Constitution. But you couldn't tell them that. Oh no, they thought that trans people deserved more rights, and quite frankly, so did Joy Reid. Those days are long gone. We have a new president in the White House. His cabinet is going to make sure our country thrives. Our country will be safe. People will not be struggling for money. And right now, yes, prices are still expensive. And you'll see all the liberals on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, when you're going to lower egg prices, when you're going to lower egg prices. That's all they say. That's their talking point. Yes, Trump did say, I'll lower prices on day one, which if you had a brain in your head, you'd know that wasn't possible. It's been 1 month and our country is turning in the right direction. And one of the best things to ever happen to this White House is that race hustler Joy Reid has been canceled. She should have been canceled long ago for spewing her hatred towards the American people. She quite frankly said anyone who voted for Donald Trump was a moron, especially if you were white. Well, today's a good day for me, and I'm pretty sure it's a good day for you, because the race hustler, race baiting, white people hating Joy Reid is no longer on the mainstream liberal media, and she'll probably pop up somewhere, but she's not going to get the attention she used to get like she got under the Biden-Harris administration. They praised her because she spoke the truth. She knew exactly what she was talking about, when in reality, she knew nothing. She just likes to hate, and she likes putting that out on the airwaves, hoping people are brainwashed by her propaganda. So good riddance, Joy Reid. I do hope you land on your feet, because I hate to see anybody go without. But if anyone deserved to be canceled and fired from a job, it is certainly you. Good luck, goodbye, and good riddance.